Hey guys, what's up? It's Tuesday, I'm Mike, and this week we're talking about passing. So the first thing that I want to talk about is binding. If you don't know what that is, you basically just wear something and it flattens out your chest, which is really nice because you don't look like you have breasts. I find that when buying a binder, it feels much more comfortable if you're wearing like a compression shirt. It just makes it smoother. You can buy like cheap ones at like Target or Walmart because like Nike and Under Armour are going to be more pricey. So when you're binding, you only want to wear them for about 8 to 10 hours tops, and that's still stretching it. But a lot of people wear ace bandages, but it really damages your skin and you internally. Also, if you can't afford binders, they're about like $30 to $40. You can layer in layers, just like wearing a bunch of layers so you don't notice like your body type, your hips, your boobs. If it's like summertime and you don't want to layer because it's so hot, a lot of like button-ups with like patterns on it, like over big size button-ups with patterns on them work well. Vests definitely help. The most common places to buy binders is Underworks and GC2B. They are kind of expensive, but most of them are around $30. I know if you can't afford that, Amazon has some that are cheaper. But as far as like summertime and swimming goes, because it's hot, they do make ones for swimming, so that's really good. I think they're a little bit more money, but it's definitely worth it if you like to go swimming. I do. Okay guys, so secondly, what I want to talk about is kind of like your face and your voice. So some things that you can do for your face is you can fill in your eyebrows, because men definitely have thicker eyebrows, which it isn't that hard. So other things like maybe you can like define an Adam's apple or your jawline or things like that. As far as like shaving, I think shaving is like, you should shave. I think even just because you don't have hair there or you have very little hair there, it definitely boosts your confidence, and it's good to kind of start the habit and get in the process before you're gonna start to as far as your voice goes, I know this is an issue for everyone, mostly everyone, I guess. My voice is really, it's pretty high for a guy. I wouldn't say it's like the worst, but you can lower it naturally, but it's not gonna do a lot. I guess like there's exercises you can do, like you like hum really deeply, and that's helpful, but unless you just want to talk lower, but I don't like that. So as far as that goes, I think that's pretty much all you can do. There is this mascara stuff, and you basically just put it on and like thicken and darken all the hairs, which is pretty cool. Okay, so clothing is a big deal because it costs money, and it's not the easiest to find clothes that fit right, just because body structure is so different. So these are some tips that you can do to kind of help your clothes add to you passing better. So see what looks good, and even as a girl, like, you have to see what looks good. Like, not everything's gonna look good on you. So trying things on, like taking the extra time to do that, is definitely beneficial. Just because something's big on you doesn't mean, just because you know something's big on you doesn't mean that it's gonna look. As far as hats go, hats are really hard because hair is definitely a way to pass, as a way to kind of show your masculinity. I recommend like snapbacks and putting them on backwards. and kind of seeing what looks good on you. Compression shorts, females have hips, our bone structure is just differently. There's nothing that you can do about that. So I recommend compression shorts because it kind of, I wouldn't say it hides your hips, but it definitely adds on to hiding them, which can make wearing, guys' shorts more comfortable and stuff along those lines, like bathing. Okay, so another thing that I want to talk about is hair. And like I said, here's a big thing. It helps you pass a lot, because just the general stereotype that men are supposed to have short hair and girls are supposed to have long hair. But when it comes to getting a haircut, you definitely want to start at a salon. The barbershop can be hard, and like cutting off, women's hair, they're just not used to that. So I suggest going to a salon, and then they can kind of show you what's best, tell you what they think would look good for you. Packing. So if you don't know what packing is basically like something you do to kind of make yourself have a bulge, like a normal guy or a cis guy would. And they can be really expensive. I didn't know if I was into packing yet. I did find mine on Amazon, and I made my own harness. So I think altogether it was like $15 at most. I know I have another video on my personal channel that talks about what I use to pack, and kind of what site to go to and how to get one cheap, just to see and try it out. I know even if you can't go out and buy something, maybe your parents don't know, you don't have a credit card, you can use your socks and just tie them up into like a little ball, and then just you can just put them in your underwear. So the next thing I want to talk about is kind of name / like behavior. So as far as name goes, you want to pick the right one, and not necessarily like what you think you look like, but like how you feel. I know writing a list and then like asking people what they think, or asking them to pick one is really helpful. A lot of people do it similar to their birth name, just so the transition's easy for them and their family. Also, gender neutral names are always good. Watching like guys and the way they stand, there's things that women tend to do that men don't. Their language, the way they talk to other guys, the way they talk to other people. I know when I'm at the barber shop, I can definitely see the way guys talk to guys, rather than the way guys talk to girls. Besides, testosterone medically transitioning, there's things you can use like birth control and beta blockers that kind of like stop your periods, kind of block hormones, basically, is what beta blockers do. Birth control won't do that, but it will kind of stop your period. It won't go away for good. So yeah, that's all I've got. Check in tomorrow for Jaden's video. I definitely see a lot of support from a lot of people who are watching, which is really great. Again, I hope you enjoy this, and check in next week for my video for Tuesday. So thanks for watching.